In today's video, we're going to be answering that one question that everyone keeps asking in Pokemon. Should I sell? Should I hold? Should I buy more? We're going to be deep diving into that today. So, there's so many different things that we could look at when it comes to the question of should I sell? Should I hold? I'm going to be giving my personal take on things right now, and it might be different from what other people are saying. I don't know. I don't venture into buying, selling, holding, stuff like that too often. I do watch some videos, but for example, let's just pull up the Fusion Strike booster box. My opinions on this, okay? Let's just say for the scenario we have two Fusion Strike booster boxes, okay? Two, not even a case, just two. So we can already see it was selling for about 487 at the top, and then we trickled down a little bit. So, well, I have two Fusion Strike booster boxes. What should I do? My personal opinion, again, just my opinion. I don't know what anyone else is saying right now. This is what I think. If it was me and I was actually willing to sell product, like I wanted to take profits from when I bought these Fusion Strike boxes at retail back when it came out for like $100 a box. Let's say $100 a box. Sure, realize those gains because the market is so hot right now. People will probably buy them. Okay, for say you even sell them for $450. Okay. You're realizing $350 in profit there alone per booster box. So right there, that's $700. Okay, now, what can I do? Go buy a new booster box case of an upcoming set if you can get your hands on one. But I don't think it's a bad idea to take your profit when it comes to sealed product. You see so many people, like for me example, this doesn't pertain to me. I have Sword and Shield boxes, but I won't sell them. I'm personally holding them for forever. I probably won't ever sell them, but that's just me. I'm not one to want to sell my personal collection or sealed boxes, anything like that. But if you're one of those people that's on Reddit or on Facebook asking for advice, what should I do? Just what's wrong with realizing the profit? Like realistically, okay, say it goes up even another $100. How much longer are you gonna have to wait for Fusion Strike to go up another $100? Go take advantage of that next opportunity. Take the profit from the two Fusion Strike boxes and roll it into something else, and then you can keep snowballing your profits over and over again. But let's look at a different sealed product. So obviously, you could say the same thing about Silver Tempest. Not as much as Fusion Strike. Why is that? Well, because you can still find Silver Tempest out in the wild. I just found some today. But it was up to about $245 a box. Still, I mean, if you get it at say $125 a box, roughly, maybe you were getting it to 100 to 125 Silver Tempest, you could still roll those profits into something else if you wanted to. But in my personal opinion, I would hold Silver Tempest right now. I think Silver Tempest is a hold. I still think you could see a little more upside on Silver Tempest just because you can still find the product out in the wild. So when it comes to buying, selling, holding, whatever you think you should do, use those clues a little bit. So what you should ask yourself: Silver Tempest, should I sell it? Is it still being found in the wild? Yes. Is it up some? Yes. It is a Sword and Shield era box, but there could be more upside to the box. But again, in my personal opinion, you can never go wrong taking your profits and rolling them into a new investment, looking for a new opportunity. That's just how I look at booster box, if you want to call it booster box investing. But this is more about on my opinion right now on what people should be doing. You can see this large spike in product. So if you're asking yourself, if you're someone that wants to sell something, like I said before, now is the time to do it. The market is super hot. People are looking to buy product. So if you want to move your boxes, you'll probably have an easier time moving your boxes now than would you say in a year or 2 years from now. And say this bubble pops and people start to exit the hobby a little bit. Well, maybe it's a little bit harder. Realistically, are you gonna have a hard time selling a Silver Tempest booster box or a Fusion Strike? Probably not. People will probably buy that still. But it's just right now, you see it from the people even at the top of the chain here. You see those big content creators. You see those big collectors that collect trophy cards and everything else. They're selling right now. They're selling because the market is hot. They know that they can move this stuff. They know they're going to get more money than they paid for it. So now is the time to sell. And if you think I'm crazy and saying, sure, if you wait 10 years from now, Silver Tempest might be $1,000 box. It could be. But it's all about what your opinion is at that exact moment. How do you feel at that exact moment? Do you want to buy something else? Do you need something else? Is there another opportunity coming up? Say you need money for the upcoming Rocket set or the black and white set coming out or the mega set. You know, maybe you need to free up a couple boxes here and there to get some cases. It's all about the scenario at the end of the day. If you need money for something else, sell some boxes. Now's the time to do it. The market's hot. But okay, let's look away from sealed for a minute, and let's check out some alternate art cards, because this could be a little bit different of a scenario. But Gengar, let's look at that chart on Gengar. Boy, all-time highs, literally crazy. Do I think these will dip? Guaranteed. I think that everything will cool off eventually when this bubble pops in the market. But if you're someone that invests in singles, if you're someone that buys singles to sell them for a profit, I think right now would be a sure good time. If you've been bag holding singles from like a year or 2 years ago, now is surely a good time to sell them. Do these go up more? Potentially they could. It's definitely possible with the rate they've been moving at, especially PSA 10s. You know, maybe you want to grade stuff and sell it. What are the best people doing? What are the top people doing? They're moving those trophy cards. They're moving all those sealed cases. They're selling stuff right now because they know. Just like during COVID. I was watching a podcast one time, and I forget who said this. And they were asking the collectors, they were saying, what's your number one regret from the COVID boom of Pokemon? And someone answered, it might have been Radar, I can't remember, said, I wish I would have sold more. Because as soon as that hobby started cooling off, obviously those prices started to drop as well. So if you want to maximize how much you're getting, you can't go wrong taking profit on something and putting it into something else. That's just how I feel about it. That's how I view the stock market. I know I'm one that typically says I don't like to look at Pokemon as quote unquote investing, like look at it as the stock market, but you can make money here. It is very possible. So again, if anyone has any arguments, go ahead, drop them down in the comments. I'm sure we can come to a common grounds when it comes to Pokemon cards, when you're selling or buying anything like that. But then again too, you got to think, how many people are buying right now? How many people that like say do investing, like buy singles and hold stuff, how many people do you think are buying at the top here? Not many. I think it's probably going to be the influx of new collectors coming in that want these cards that are buying. I do think it's really crazy right now. So let's check out some other singles as well. I know these are Sword and Shield alternate arts, and again, we're just looking at the Sword and Shield era. If we looked at Scarlet and Violet era, sure, that might be a different scenario when it comes to selling, because those boxes are newer, so maybe they do have more potential. Again, I'm not telling you what to do. This is just kind of what I think and my thought process behind it when it comes to singles and boxes. Like Sword and Shield is getting up there in age now, so maybe it's time to take those profits, put them into some sets coming out for Scarlet and Violet. Maybe you can secure some cheap Scarlet and Violet cases from somewhere. I don't know. Heck, let's even look back. Let's go back to say Arceus, Dialga, and Palkia, all-time highs. If we go 1 year, look at the dip on this card. You guys think that the market doesn't move though, do you? You think that everything's always high? Look at this. 140 is the lowest sale we see. And then now we're looking at like 160. So honestly, not a lot of movement on this card in the 1 year time frame. 140. Now we're at like 160. But you can. The market goes up and down. Are you gonna want to sell? You know, are you gonna want to sell down here at 140, or maybe right now you take profit at 160? It's not a lot of money, but if you know, this is such an old single too. I'm sure if we had a bigger time frame on this, you know, you'd see this card at $80 at some point too. But you know, we're getting back into Sun and Moon era now, so. But the whole point of the video, the whole point for these alt arts, the whole point for everything, is now would be an easy time to sell if you want to do it, because the market's so hot. You know, don't wait until the market cools down and then go, oh, I should have sold. If you're gonna do it and you want to do it, now's a good time. At least I think so. Everything's hot. People are buying stuff. You know, Pokemon. The word Pokemon on Google searches, the Google search trends, highest it's ever been, or whatever. You see stuff like that. So the hobby's booming. You know, I'm curious to see. I'm probably gonna get some people that are gonna hate on my opinion here, but you know, I just think now's an easy time to move things. You know, obviously use context around what you're selling. You think a little bit. You know, is this new? Is this old? Is this still in print? Use those factors to you know, to get you to your outcome. So yeah, I'm rambling on now, like usual, just saying the same things, but leave your comments down below. Let me know if you think I'm right, if I'm wrong, if you're selling stuff, buying, holding, what you're doing. And if you haven't already, go ahead, drop down the description of the video and join our Discord, where we talk about things like this frequently. That's going to be all for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you could please like, comment, subscribe, anything helps, and I'll see you on the next one.